This is not what Uncle Mervin would have wanted, guys. Just look at it. My poor baby is rusting away. I need to get her out of here so I can start cutting away at the rust and bring her back to life. Still has a high performance radiator. Look at that. Motor still looks. Ooh, there's water in the. Shame. We need to really sort this car out. Just like it was the way Uncle Mervin helped me get it to this point. I just want to let you guys know. You know, like how Cletus McFarland says in his videos, let's do this for Dale. From now on, we do it for Uncle Mervin. Okay? And we're starting with this baby girl over here. I'm gonna start by getting her off the farm and start giving her some tender loving care, because this is my memory of my uncle, and we're officially naming the Cortina Uncle Merv. Okay, you guys better show some respect, because this is Uncle Merv over here. From now on, guys, not just to do with the Cortina, I'm talking everything on this channel. We're doing it for Merv. We're doing it for my favorite uncle, the best uncle in the whole entire world, Uncle Merv. Thanks for joining me. Go, 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 go. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video here at Full Speed SA. Thank you for joining me. It's been a long time, I know. So you guys have just caught me doing some runarounds in the Lumina, and yeah, I thought just to get the ball rolling again, I'm gonna give you guys a nice little short video. And in today's video, we're gonna be removing headlight tint from my Lumina. As we're speaking, it's already been done, but and I'm actually just trying to figure out what to get to clean the glue off of the headlights. On my way back home now. This is an intro to the intro of the video, and yeah, just want to thank you guys once again for joining. So stick around if you want to see some technical footage, and please stick around till the end if you don't mind. So as I mentioned to you guys, this is what we'll be doing today on the Lumina SS. These are your radius mounts, otherwise known as rod bushes for your VZ Commodore. And yeah, so what we're gonna do is we need a 24 size socket or spanner to loosen that bolt over there. Got 13 sockets that we're going to use to remove these bolts over here, or nuts. That's a nut as well, rather, and we'll take it from there. I'll show you the new parts in a second. Oops. Remove this 24 nut. Was a bit of a mission. Nice and tight on there. I think it had some thread locker on it. I don't have any thread locker to put back on it, so we're just gonna torque it nice and tight. Right! And there you have it. Old part. Yeah, long overdue. Look at that. Look how those bushes look broken. This is what it's supposed to look like. One piece. So here we have the new mount, and well, there's only one thing left to do: put it in. Here we have the new mounting on, guys. Nice and tight, nice and flush here at the back. So that's what it looks like when it's done. So I'm just going to do the other side now. Remember, don't tighten these 13s too much, okay? You might shear them off. So tight is right. Okay, I'm not sure what the torque specifications are exactly on these. I know the middle one is about, well, I think these ones are about 23 newtons, 20 something newtons. And yeah, this one is very important to torque this so that it pulls the whole thing flush. Okay, so but tight is right. Okay, not too tight, but as tight as possible. So with regards to the headlights, or rather the headlight tint, I did what everybody does, and I went to YouTube, obviously, to do some research on how to remove old, worn out headlight tint. And one of the options that came up was to throw boiling hot water over it, and this was supposedly going to make the tint easy to remove. But as you can see here, instead tint looks faded and was very brittle. So I decided to resort to the heat gun, which was the other option that YouTube gave me. And this seemed to be working a lot better. Nonetheless, it was still very hard to take off this tint, as you will see now. Not gonna lie, this is taking a little longer than I expected, but almost halfway there with the first light, and it's onto that one. Hopefully that one won't be as much as a hassle, but I'm about 30 minutes into the first light, and yeah, it's not the most fun job, I must say. Not one of those oh, I want to do this type of jobs, you know what I'm saying? all right, so an hour in and I just have this little patch that I have to get off, but left a lot of glue behind, so cleaning this is going to be a real mission. So I'm budgeting another hour for that light, and yeah, total of 2 hours, hopefully only 2 hours, to get this 20-year-old headlight tint off of this car. And there you have it. So don't mind the little brown smudge over there, like the tint just turned to mush because I gave it a little bit of too much heat gun. But there you have it. You can see the difference with the tint off and with the old tint on. That still has that like misty effect to it because of the hot water that I threw over it. But here we go. Just need to clean up this light, polish it up a bit, and it's gonna look awesome. So as you can see, I've already learned from all the mistakes I made on that side. I have a much better strategy on peeling this this tint off. Yeah, just threw a little bit of hot water over it once instead of multiple times like that side. Also didn't leave it overnight to get brittle, so now it seems to be peeling off a lot quicker. Hopefully this one won't take me an hour. Stick around to find out.
Caviar killing that beat.
So I don't know if you've noticed, but I basically have to melt the tint to get it to release. And yeah, you just got to be careful that you don't melt your light in the process. Well guys, I tried my best to give you guys a little tutorial on how to remove headlight tint, and there you have it. I'm sure in a lot of cases it will be a lot easier to do, since this tint has been on here for, I'm sure, the better part of 20 years, and yeah, it's been standing in the sun, in the rain, all types of different weather conditions, and it was really a mission to take it off. But there we have it. The lights have no tint on them. And yeah, I'll show you guys in the next video how they look cleaned up. Around guys, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you for joining me in this video, and if you like tutorials and instructional videos like this, please give the video a thumbs up. But until next time, it's Full Speed SA, and I'm out. Catch you on the flip side. Righto, it's the next day, and I managed to get a lot of the glue off, but it seems to be like, seems to me like this light has been damaged by something before. I'm not sure. I think that's why the previous owner decided to wrap it in the first place. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna have to redo the tinting on this. I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is still glue, some sort of, I don't know. It looks like it's part of the plastic. Very hard to tell. I couldn't get it off with the spirits that I was using. But this side over here, all the glue came off, but still have some moisture getting into the light somehow. So yeah, those are just a few things that I'm gonna have to sort out. But job is done. Took me the better part of 2 hours to do both lights, but I'm happy now that it's done. Once again, thank you guys for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next video.